one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support. We're going through a lot of changes right now, transitioning, ascending, spiritual detox, transformations, transcending, all through all those. It's going to make you so much stronger than you ever can imagine. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl is about to upload her next video. And if you feel comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative to you, give you good vibes and inspiration that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath, they're going through trying times at the moment and just needing spiritual guidance or just confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the channel I'm using today for my meditation music is called Meditative Mind. Hang drum, tabla, flute music, mystical, sorry about that, mystical yoga music, relaxing music with bird sounds plus rain. It is so relaxing. I love hang drums and what was the other one? I think it's sound flute or something like that. I forgot what it was, but it has the drums and the flute and stuff like that. I like those. Those are very calming to me. But the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, the George Floyd movement holds strength to come forth and take a stand. Y'all, it was just like I went to go get a thumbnail for this video. And, it's seeing that video, I mean, it just made me cringe. It made me angry. Um, and a lot of these things that's going on, it just feels crazy to me. These things actually have been going on for a long time, but it's like it seems like these people that go through these tragic situations are being held as an example for something. It's like a tragedy and it becomes someone's blessing at the same time. And it's sad, not saying that that's somebody's blessing to lose a family member. No, it's not. But the movement has taken place. Now it's like they're talking about the the Minneapolis, I guess the mayor or something like that is about to disband police officers, and I'm like, whew, Jesus. I mean, there's a lot of different things that's going on, and it just seems like the last few days, like when I'm on my downtime and I'm just watching YouTube videos, I don't watch TV. It was like the ones I was on Crime Daily. It did not. It was so crazy to me that the ones that I picked, it was like three or four of them in a row. That was telling my soul sister about that the other day, and it was just like it all had something to do about a cop. I'm like, why does it always gotta have something to do with a cop? It was like the ones that I picked, it didn't even have nothing in there talking about a cop, but yet it was something that had to talk about a cop because it's just like in so many different states. I have cop friends, so I tell them just as quick as I'll tell anybody else, y'all are some good cops, but they got some crooked cops in y'all's precinct. I've seen it. I had to endure it. I've witnessed it, you know, um, and it's just like it only takes that handful to sit up here and make you look at every cop the same way. And I try not to do that, even though I've had incidents where I've had different type of police brutality placed against me, but I try not to feel that way about every cop, even though this is like, shoot, you are not the right color to be sitting up here messing with daggone cops right about now. And it's sad that you feel that way because it was like the same day this went on, I had to go to Walmart. All of a sudden I seen a cop, you talking about somebody almost had a PTSD fit that was going on. But there are so many different things. It's like when I first said this, and it was ironic that I said it a few days ago when this incident has happened. It reminded me of the Rodney King situation. And then the post that I put up in the community post the other day, it was like food for thought. I forgot what it was, like Pluto or the moon of Capricorn or something like this, and it put Rodney King riots. And all these different things are going on in the world. And like I was telling y'all in a different video the other day, this is that time where it takes situations like this to take place, to where you are not going to stand around and be taking no BS from anybody. You know, there's certain things in the world that needs to be just cut out. There's a lot of things that you need to stand and fight for your rights about what you feel like doing. It doesn't mean just because society says that you have to live this way doesn't mean you have to live this way. Because society say that these things should happen, or these the statistics that is going on, the environment, the economics, the financial, anything. These are the things that, something has to happen for somebody to take that change and say, you know what, we're not going to take this sitting down. Just seeing so many different people, and it was beautiful. It was like a tearjerker. I mean, I couldn't watch it because it was just like, with you being an empath, it brings up a lot of energy, and it was just even seeing his picture, that was a tearjerker to me. But I'm doing my video. Excuse me, y'all. I apologize about that. All the different things that are going on, and it was very sad, to see all these different things is going on. Nobody should be able to manhandle like that. I can see if they were resisting arrest or they opposed a threat, but a lot of times people are going around here saying you just being a black person opposed a threat automatically. You see these different videos where I forgot what that man got. I'm trying to remember, was it in North Carolina or something like that? And it's just like nowadays, you can't do nothing without somebody filming you. Now you done chase this dude. I don't know if it was like, I guess it was like tags running on the car was stolen or something like that. And the man was running. He told him to stop. And the guy didn't stop. He shot him in the back, and then he gonna throw a gun right by him and say, he had a gun. It's just crazy. It's just really crazy to me that these things go on, and it's like it takes stuff like this for us to move forward. It takes us to do something to where we, it has to strike a nerve for us to be able to do that. And it's just like I send so many prayers to his daughter, um, the mother of his child. There's so many different things. There was so many good things that they said about that man. I never heard anything bad about him. Everybody got a past, everybody got mistakes, but that man was more known for him doing blessings than it was him being a burden on something. And if there was there, hey, I ain't here to judge. I can't sit up here and get mad at somebody who sinned differently to me. But he was making a change. And it just seems like stuff has to happen like this. It's like people are coming together with all different walks of life. People yelling they can't breathe. They're holding up, they're showing it in Mexico, or, one of the, I don't know if it was in Mexico or something, but I know the sign, it was in Spanish, and it was talking about, justice for George Floyd, and all these different things. And it's just like, I try not to laugh when I see those cops and daggone jail scrubs, because I say, oh damn, I hope they don't sit up here and send them to one of these jail houses or one of these prisons where they'll lock some folks up, because that's going to be an issue. That is going to really be an issue that um that is going, yeah, it's just really going to be an issue though. But these are the things that has to take place for us to get smacked into reality, realize, are you going to change? Are you going to evolve? Or are you going to allow society to make sure you're doing a certain thing? You're going to allow somebody to tell you, no, you can't do this, or you're too dark for this, or you're not white enough for this, or you're not this. You do what you want to do. If you're doing something for a positive cause, or if you're doing something to better your life and give you a better lifestyle, and being able to further yourself, that is going to impact people in another way, you do that. You do just that. And it's sad that it has to be like that, or something like that to take place. And it just seems like you see that certain people, you know certain things that has just been happening back to back to back to back. I'm scared to even know what it's going to be like towards the end of the year, because the way this mess is popping off, with the fires, celebrities dying, and people witnessing their death, and you know, got now we got the virus again. And then it's just like I feel like when it does calm down, it's gonna be, I don't know why I feel this, but I feel like it's gonna be something like connected to that, and it's gonna be a different strand of something. And I hope and pray my visions are wrong, but the last couple of times I don't sit up here and say this message end up coming true. But there's like a different strand of something where they can say this is like a sister virus, like that virus connected with this one, but something brought on a different strand. So it's like all these different things are testing us because you're going through lockdown. Everything is happening for a reason, because it can, one thing can be somebody else's tragedy, but then it turned up into being a many others blessings. And it's just like with the 1044, they're all being held. They're all being held to where they can be an example for people, where you can see it happening. Basically, people that are doing things in the dark, all of a sudden they're about to, their business is getting placed out there, especially if you're a celebrity. People doing things where they're paying other folks off, and that mess, I'm gonna pay you to forget about this, or I'm gonna pay you to not keep silence about this, and all of a sudden you done got comfortable, and then all of a sudden you want to sit up here and get caught up in your drama because you've been sitting up here paying, you've been robbing Peter to pay Paul to make sure that, your secret stays a secret. But somebody done popped open every Pandora's box on these folks that's been doing stuff. And they're starting to pay the Pied Piper. Karma don't discriminate when it comes to you catching what you need to be catching. That's why I always try to make sure, even when people do me dirty or people do things to try to pull me out my character or try to distract me, a lot of time I be feeling like, you know what, Roslynn, don't even go off. Don't even go off. Just allow yourself to walk away. Don't even say nothing. Say God bless you and keep it moving. Because these are the days that, we're making a huge stand. Because, with the lockdown and the quarantine and the social distancing, you are being boxed in because you have no choice to reflect on the things that you really truly need to change about your life. What kind of vibes you keep, and what kind of people you're connected to, what kind of things that you placed yourself in is not really in a healthy vibe for you. Being able to face things has held you back. Being able to try different things, being able to change your life for the better, allowing yourself to release whatever pain or whatever is in your life that where it makes you look at the world in a crazy way, or being able to, allow yourself to be open, even though you have had bitter moments with people. Don't allow yourself to be boxed into where you won't allow other people to be let in your life. Learning from hardcore lessons to where it was soul lessons or life lessons, whatever it is. And it is just like, we go through all these different changes in our life that's lifting us up, but a lot of times we see it as tragedies. A lot of times we feel like it's a traumatic situation, and it could be, but a lot of times we don't understand. These are the things that was going to help us raise our consciousness, raise our strength, our knowledge, our wisdom to pass on towards other people, especially to the ones that has done it to you. Because even though they do things, that wants to keep on, trying to put pressure buttons and stuff like that, they're you have to tell them thank you. It's like, matter of fact, I gotta go tell them thank you as soon as I get off this phone. You know, to tell them thank you for those situations, because those situations that people constantly need to put you through because their insecurities or don't want to see you growth because they don't mess up their life, and they actually can change it if they wanted to, but that's too much like right, because that means you got to do change and sacrifice, and people don't like that. But they haven't, it's okay for them to be being, but you ain't here for you to be being. You are here to project evolution. You are here to project love. You are able to project change within change. We all have endured some kind of trauma, but yet we're out here to be a mission of purpose to show people, even though I had bitter moments in my life, don't mean I have to continue to have it that way. Or a lot of times people have been placed in your life and they did nothing but break you down in every way, shape, form, or fashion. Yeah, you went through that, but you cut them out your life. A lot of times you have to become your own best friend. People, a lot of people, if they don't, if they messed up on their dreams or things didn't turn right, they're not going to support you on yours, or they're going to try everything they can, to stop you from doing your dreams. There are certain things that I see in my life that has maneuvered. And even though it may have been a frustrating situation, but then I started seeing the positive out of that frustrating situation. I'm like, oh, okay. Now you got me evolving, because I used to do things. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to, do this and do that, just leave it on YouTube or then have this life separate from that life. And it's like, why? Are you worried about what people think? You don't care what people say about you. And it had to be at that point, like, you know what? You're right. You are right. And all these different things are going on in our lives, and it's hard and it's sad that it takes somebody's life to make a big movement like this. But that man has blessed so many different people to take a stand, because they just had one here, I think on I forgot what road it was, but I seen it, on social media, and it looks so beautiful, just seeing all these different people just walking and taking a stand. This has happened in Minneapolis, and is is people protesting around the world. Yes, it came in a tragedy with people getting hurt or riots and all these things. I can't talk on those. My opinion towards my opinion is just some people see themselves as doing it just to be doing it, or like, ooh, take, use that as a reason to do some, you know, crazy stuff. But, to each his own. I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm just, observing, not allowing myself to get emotions of that. But it just comes, it's sad that it takes something like that for it to happen. But everything has been written in that book to where a lot of people, it's like, I don't know why, I don't want to say a sacrificial lamb, but it's like you're a tragic example becomes a blessing of understanding or some kind of way. Because a lot of times it's all about how you see it, and it's just sad because that man was a brother. He was somebody's son. I don't think he was married, but I think him and his girlfriend were engaged. He had a daughter, and his daughter, it made me get choked up when they said, my daddy, you know, has made a change, and I was like, dang, that little girl's too young to be talking like that. But, I felt, I felt that here, you know, and it's sad that that child had to go through that. It's sad that that family had to go through that. But it's just seeing how people, so many people paid that man respects. People have felt, when they knew him, not even probably knew him well, it affected them in that way, like they knew that man. And it was like so many people in Minneapolis, you know, had so many good things to say about that man. And it is sad that had to be a tragedy to make people move. But, you know, this is a time where new beginnings are coming in, and a lot of times it takes these tragic situations. And like I said it the other day, we had the fires that started off in Cali last year. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else last year that was going on, other than that truck situation. But I try not to talk about no government stuff. But yeah, with the fires and stuff, and then when it went to Australia, all those people are sending millions and millions of dollars. People are bringing other people in their homes. People are saving, going out there and in the woods and getting the animals and helping them get out. And it was sad and it was beautiful all at the same time. And then when they're starting to hold these, these mass meditations around the world, is just our prayers, our vibes was able to convert that into a lot of rain. Being able to see other people just donating money to help these people rebuild their homes or their businesses or whatever. And then, with Kobe and his daughter and those other people that were on the flight, um, people around the world that even if didn't even know Kobe was very much in mourning right along with that family, all the families. It's not just about him and his daughter, but it was so many people that, were affected by that in the immediate family, because it was like 7 other people with them on that. So it was very tragic, and it already put me in my feelings, because that woman shouldn't have had to find out about that in that way by social media. I'm like, how do y'all do that? How do y'all sleep at night? But people are like, oh, it's another day, it's another dollar. And then on top of that, put that man's death photo out. They didn't know the mom could see that. The kids out, center thyself, calm thyself. You know, I've been through that because they were putting death photos of my dad up, and I got in my feelings about that. And you know, it's wrong. It's wrong because these people have families. They're going through mourning more than anybody, even though it may have affected us. That was a whole new pain because that woman didn't just lose her husband, she lost a child at the same time and still trying to be able to maintain her other children as well, you know. But it takes these tragedies become like a transformation of seeing people come together. And then it comes with the virus, and it's just like we don't realize this is stages. These are intense stages of converting hatred into love. You know, kindness. You know, all these different things. It's like everything. It's like this world was a walking infection because we had so much hatred here, greed, gluttony, envy. You know, and it's starting to get hot. You know, people can't get to that point where you're distracted, like, oh my God, I'm about to lose my mind. Everything happened for a reason. If they unboxed your butt in, it's because something that you need to figure out for yourself. There are certain things you need to heal from. There are certain things that you need to pay attention to. You know, all these other things is going on. Everything has a reason. You know, being able to heal within families because families are always on phones. Family are always on these electronics and not really doing things as a family. You know, all these different things, and it's just like now there's no distractions from you if you're the ones who's out of work, you know. And it's scary because you're like, I got to feed my family, you know, I got to do this, I got to do that, even though you might be going through an intense spiritual awakening. And then all of a sudden, you know, you have to go through all this, and then next thing you know, they're sending you signs like, hey, we got something better for you, but we need you to get out this job. And like, wait a minute, hold up, this is good pay, and the 401k is lit. You know, I get all these paid vacations, but I just hate this job. It like sucks the life out of me. And they were just like, don't worry about the monetary, we got you, but you need to change what you're doing because you're not happy. You got a job because it pays good, but it works your very last nerve. Matter of fact, it probably works every nerve that you have, because you all the time you get pieces on your days off and the times you take off, and you're probably trying to figure out, Dad, can I call sick today? You know, one of those type of moments. Shoot, it was like I used to have a job where when I was still smoking weed, I used to have to smoke at least about 3 blunts before I go to work and in between. You know, I shouldn't have had to do something like that. That was a clear sign of telling me, girl, stop this job. You know, but it's just a blessing, even through all the hardship that I'm going through, the grief that I'm still going through. You know, longing for closure. You know, I cut myself off that, and I'm just like, damn, I'm surprised I didn't want to go back to one of my, you know, my addictions, one of my escapes. But it's just like I had to, you know, allow myself to know this is strength you're reflecting within, because you're taking everything raw. You know, you're looking at everything without having to get towards an escape. You know, you're dealing with a lot, but look at how you're doing it. Yeah, I might be mad one day, or maybe I need to shut myself off in solitude, but at least I'm not going back to my old habits on how to deal with my pain, how being able to deal with healing. You know, and I'm not judging nobody else. Ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. So I don't want nobody thinking, you know, because I know I have friends and family that smoke weed. You know, that's you. I can't do that anymore. You know, I don't knock anybody for doing that, because shoot, with you being an empath, I wouldn't be surprised if you weren't, you know, you had your whole field out there, ganja, you know, with all the stuff that we gone through, not just from this life, but you're carrying old wounds from prior lives, because it's like your past lives are merging all together within one, because they knew you need your spiritual reinforcements, you know, to help you. You have family that, you know, recently passed, but they're over there helping you from the other side. You know, you're going through all these different things in life that you're trying to really make sense of, and all these different things is taking place in your life for a very valuable reason. And it's just sad that it took that man's life to have this happen, because it's like, you know, seeing what that other man did. I mean, if I wanted to come through the screen on that, and I mean, it's just bad when I'm hearing about his wife is making sure she can change her name. She's like, I'm going through divorce right now, and I don't even want your last name. I said, shoot, I don't even blame you, because I do not even want my last name anymore. I don't even want the whole name. I don't want to be any kind of attachment to the people that, you know, adopted me. I love my mom, but I don't even want that. I don't want anything that reminds me of those folks at all, period. Because I understand we ain't even on the same breed, or the level that I'm on, you know. But these are the things that you had to go through. This is that tragic movement that took place on that very day. The one where there was like that incident where the world stood still and it had to wake up. It really had to wake up. And this man is like, I don't know if it was like, I don't even want to say martyr, but God, oh, this was just messed up. It was just messed up. It had to be that way. But, I can't question God. I'll be dag. I will not. I won't do this with the universe as well. But they always have a reason for things happening the way they happen. But then it's just like after seeing this, the short side of it, yes, there's a lot of people mourning from this. He had family, and you're very feeling very bad for that. But it was just like making you angry at the same time, is where these guys are losing, you know, they don't lost their job or they getting sentenced already. And I'm just like, about damn time. Because it's like the things that I was telling you, I was watching these videos where this man, it was in Akron, Ohio. I think his name was Eric Paul. Akron, Ohio. He's a cop. Sitting up here harassing this woman, bragging about, oh, my job is still tight. I can do whatever I want to you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Next thing you know, you and your son come up dead and this and this and that. What the and you supposed to be, I'm like, who the hell are y'all protecting and serving? And I hope that woman sued the hell out of Akron State police station, whatever they want to call it. This man finally got like 12 years. And then it was whoever called the girl, because she went through this for months. She had to move. He was torturing family, like threatening them. If you don't tell me where she's at, it's gonna be you. And that's sad. Went all through that, and the woman said, "Are you sitting down? Say, you ain't gonna like what I'm about to tell you." And then I'm just like, Lord, what you gonna do? This man undid it to hundreds of women. He goes to the strip clubs. He harasses them there. He wasn't just doing that to her. He was doing it to all these other women. And what made it so bad, that their little cop friends would never write statements on them. It was like, oh no, that's our guy. We can't do that. We're not gonna write. I'm like, you basically condoning what this man is doing, and he ruining somebody's life. The man probably done stress somebody out. Like every time they see a cop, they probably start tripping. When you seeing stuff like that, or you have a cop, they don't kill the pregnant woman. He done got her pregnant. She was a side chick. Then all of a sudden you gonna sit up here and try to say she commit suicide. I don't understand. I don't understand. Because it is like when you see stuff like that and you have been through certain situations where it just seems like the cops don't even get a slap on the wrist. They can be quick to say, you know what, they done up and manhandled me. And knowing that wasn't even the case. That's what happened to me. This man tried to blow my damn head off and said I hit him. No, I was defending myself. You hit me like you were hitting your wife. I don't play that. I was like, take the badge and the gun off and we can go all day. We can do it all day. I fight dudes. But it is going through all these movements. It should not take a tragedy to bring out a blessing. It shouldn't do that. But, I guess the way of the world now, they're going to have to do it that way. And it's just like that man has been a blessing to a lot of people. And like I said, I keep the Floyd family and whoever else is related to him or connected with him. I keep prayers out for them, because I can't even imagine what the folks are going through. And I know they're angry, and they have every right to be. But this is my video, the end of the video. There won't be enough yakking. But I would love to give a post notification shout out to Miss Jackie Love. Much love to you. Um, Susan Osborne, much love to you as well. Val Stover, D Love 021, and William Alien, much love to you as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's so good to have you. Like and subscribe, drop a line. I would love to give you a post notification shout out. Share, tell somebody about the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload again. If you need to get in touch with me privately, you can always find me at Facebook Messenger. You don't have to have the actual page to have Messenger, because I know a lot of people are not up for the social media, which I totally understand. I always tell people, hey, you can get the app without having the whole, Facebook page, in case they didn't know. Whatever we speak on is confidential. I will try my best to help you out with your, your spiritual path and trying to understand your purpose. I'll give you the best information I can to take you in the right direction, or I'll give you the information you need to take you in the right direction. So God bless. Stay safe out there. Make sure you sanitize as much as you can. Well, most as possible. You know, um, know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever ever loved. And knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100,000 times more than what you asked for or even expected it. And I hope it comes so much sooner than you expected it as well. So, um, even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know; those things really take somebody a long way. Stay blessed, stay prosperous, and peace. Be well.